Welcome back, everybody, to another video here on the World of Juice Hoops channel. We are back with the Cleveland Cavaliers fantasy draft rebuild. We are I shouldn't say halfway, because we're close to halfway. Probably a little over halfway now at this point of the second season in this fantasy draft rebuild. And we are at the All-Star break, All-Star weekend, and All-Star week in general is here. We are going to be playing the dunk contest if we have anybody participating, the three-point contest if we have anybody participating, and then the All-Star game. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But there is one thing that I wanted to talk about before we jump into all the All-Star festivities. If we take a look at our team, and you take a look at the top of your screen, it says we are 10th in the conference right now. I think that's a play-in spot, but I'm not 100% sure. I think we need to make a trade, but I'm not sure who we trade for and what we trade away. We don't have a lot of money because we have two max contracts in Ja Morant and Ben Simmons, and I don't really want to trade either one of these guys because I want to build most likely a championship team around both of these guys. These are our dynamic duo, as we saw in the last episode. This is our dynamic duo right here. But we don't really have a lot of money tied up in anybody else. It's just these two guys are taking up a lot of our money. And so trading for somebody on another team that's of decent quality to be like a third player on this team, like to be the big three, the third member of the big three, I don't know if it's possible unless packaging a couple of guys of bigger contracts like a Jordan Clarkson and a DeAndre Hunter. If we package both those guys together, we could probably bring in a decent third big three member, a final big three member. But we run the risk of losing the depth of Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench as a shooting guard, and we lose the defense of DeAndre Hunter as a starting small forward. So I've mentioned in previous videos how I believe that DeAndre Hunter is a really solid NBA player and fits this roster, but only as a six-man or coming off the bench. I don't think DeAndre Hunter, at least on my team, I don't think he fits as the starter on a championship team. I think if we're going to keep him, he's going to be on the bench. So we need to upgrade at the small forward position. Now, we could always upgrade at the power forward position and then move Ben Simmons to small forward. That's always a possibility. So it's not that we just have to, we're not locked in to Ben Simmons being a power forward. We could always move him to small forward. Or even to center, I guess we could. But we have Jahlil Okafor there, so I don't really want to do that. But that was the problem that I was running into. And when we go into the trade finder and we go across to these teams, I was thinking initially a guy like Andrew Wiggins, but his contract is just too much right now to trade just DeAndre Hunter and Jordan Clarkson. And plus, he's valued pretty highly on the Celtics, so I don't think we'd have to give up a lot for Andrew Wiggins. I don't think it's worth it. So he was initially one of the guys that I thought about. Another guy that I thought about was Chris Middleton, but he's, again, got a massive contract, so I don't think we're going to be able to afford him. And he's probably valued pretty good as well. I did think of a guy like Norman Powell, but I don't think Norman Powell really just adds any difference. Norman Powell's a good guy and a good player. I don't think he changes anything or adds any more to our team than what DeAndre Hunter already brings. And plus, he's more expensive than DeAndre Hunter. So I don't think he fits. Harrison Barnes, probably not Harrison Barnes because he's old and he's got a massive contract as well. Then I thought of a guy like Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown is very, very valued at 4 stars, so we'd have to give up somebody of equal value like Ja Morant. So Jaylen Brown's probably not an option, although maybe Jordan Brown is an option. I don't know. If we trade for Jaylen Brown, that's probably a little bit too much. He's got a big contract. The more I think about it, the more I want to trade for Jaylen Brown now. I just feel like that could be pretty cool to have Jaylen Brown as the third guy on this team. That might help us a little. You know what? Let's do it. Let's at least try to trade for Jaylen Brown. It's going to be pretty hard. What team was he on? He was on the Hornets. He's got a big contract. I don't know if we have the value with everybody. This is going to be tough. It'd have to be DeAndre Hunter. He'd have to go in. We have to make up $13 million. Do we have that in anybody? I mean, we have Seth Curry, who we wouldn't need. Or we have Jordan Clarkson, who we wouldn't need. Jordan Clarkson, okay, so that matches up. But they're not going to take it because that's not very good value. The stipend rule, can't trade that pick. But I do have this first-round pick in 2026. No, they don't like that. What about if I give them a couple second-round picks? Throw into the deal. Is that done deal then? DeAndre Hunter, Jordan Clarkson, and a couple second-round picks? A first-round pick in a couple seconds? Okay, no, that doesn't work. What about if I throw in another first-round pick from 2027? Is that good enough? No. Then I add back in that second-round pick? Okay, so 2 first-round picks, Jordan Clarkson, DeAndre Hunter is not good enough. I don't think I have another first-round pick I can throw in there, except for I have my pick this year. I could take away the stipend rule. You know what? Let's do that. Let's take away the stipend rule because nobody likes the stipend rule. I got to remember where it's at, though. Is it in contracts? I think it's in contracts. Yeah, here it is. Take away the stipend rule. Turn that off. Okay. So now we go back and we propose the trade to the Hornets for Jaylen Brown. We go in with DeAndre Hunter. We go in with Jordan Clarkson. We go in with the first-round pick in 2025 that I'm going to put a lottery protection on just in case. We go in with the first-round pick in 2026. And then we go in with the first-round pick in 2027. That's a lot of value for Jaylen Brown. And they still don't like it. What about if I throw in a second-round pick? No. Do any of my second-round picks have any value? I don't think so. It probably would have to be another player. But who do they value? Do they value, like, one of our rookies that we have? Do they value Isaiah Livers at all? We'd have to get back another player that they have. Who's their cheapest player that they have? B-Ball Paul Reed. Would they give us this trade? No. Okay. How's this going to work? I'm giving them 3 first-round picks, DeAndre Hunter and Jordan Clarkson, and they're still not with it. I guess I could give them my first-round pick this year. I just don't think that's a very good idea. Do we really need a first-round pick this year, though? 4 first-round picks for Jaylen Brown? Do I want to accept this? Or do I want to try this? Is that even a good idea? First off, before I go and do this, does Seth Curry have more value than Jordan Clarkson? Oh, but he costs more. So, or he doesn't cost as much. We need Jordan Clarkson's contract. Because Clarkson is the next most expensive guy. So we have to throw in this 2023 first round pick. That might not even get it done. It did. So we gave up all of our assets. Literally every single first round pick that we have is gone now. All we have is second round picks. But we do have Jaylen Brown now on the roster. So that's a big 3. That is a big 3 for sure. That's a massive trade. That is a massive trade. Jaylen Brown is now on the squad. Okay. Kuminga will start at the 3. I need to go off the bench, or I need to go into free agency and probably sign somebody, right? Or run an 11-man roster or rotation. We've got a backup shooting guard, backup point guard, backup power forward / center, backup shooting guard, center, power forward. Okay, so we don't really have another wing player. I mean, Agbaji can play the wing, but let's just check free agency. What's free agency have? If I can find free agency. Where the heck is free agency at? There it is. So, who is a small forward here? Josh Jackson's not really worth it. PJ Dozier's not worth it. Neesmith isn't worth it. No, there's no small forward here that could change my mind with who we bring in. I'd rather just keep what we have and just play Agbaji, I guess, because there's really nobody in small forward. I mean, is there a shooting guard that's bigger that could play some small forward? Doesn't really look like it. Lance Stevenson can play small forward, but he's super old. Denzel Valentine can probably play some small forward for us, but I don't really see anything here in the shooting guard spot that I'd rather just develop Jaylen Brown, Agbaji with what we've got right now. So our new big three, or our big three originally, has now changed to Ja Morant, Jaylen Brown, and Ben Simmons. I think that's enough to make the playoffs, especially because Jaylen Brown on the Hornets was averaging 23.5 points per game, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. He's doing pretty good in his 2 seasons here in Charlotte, but now he's coming to Boston and hopefully contributing a lot. So that's a massive trade. Oh man, 4 first-round picks is absolutely crazy. I can't believe that I did that. I'm still in shock. I can't really believe that I just did that. The Rising Stars Challenge has Josh Giddey, Shadon Sharp, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Omar Yurtseven. And then on the American side of things, it is Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Scotty Barnes, and Evan Mobley. All right, that's a pretty solid 2 teams right there. And it looks like the Americans win the game. Cade Cunningham put up 27. Paolo put up 26 and 10. Sharp put up 24. All right. Oh, we had Kuminga on there. All right. Good job, Kuminga. I think he's Canadian, which is why he was on the non-American side of things. All right. Good job. Do we have anybody in the three-point contest is the big question. We do not. Jason Tatum made it, though, and Luka. Some interesting guys in the three-point contest, but I think I might jump in as Steph Curry. So we're going to jump in and play the All-Star game, or the All-Star shootout, three-point shootout. I hope you guys enjoy the All-Star festivities, and let me know down below what you thought of that trade. That's a massive, massive trade. I hope it works out in the end, because if it doesn't, we are kind of screwed. Not only with cap space, but with no draft picks for the future. So I hope it works, and I hope you guys like it. Let's jump into some All-Star three-point contest action.
Welcome to All-Star action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, we present the fast-paced and high-pressured Mountain Dew three-point contest. It's going to be a great night.
This is all about concentration, guys. You get on a roll, lock into that rhythm. That's what you try to do here.
Absolutely, and the crowd is completely behind you, unlike when you play a game and sometimes they're with or against. When watching on TV, such a different environment than a game. This is really a fun event for everyone.
And here we go with C.J. McCollum. Each competitor will shoot their way through 5 racks and 2 balls from the 2 zone. Those are...
Here we go, C.J. McCollum starting off hot. Can C.J. get it going? We'll probably watch CJ's and then we'll skip the rest because we're going to be coming up second, so it doesn't really matter.
So you've got a maximum possible score of 40 points and just 70 seconds with which to work. So you have got to get them up quickly.
That's his 5th consecutive make. Yep. Misses with the first 2 balls.
Oh, he went perfect on that one. Sorry, I was looking at my phone real quick. He went perfect on that one. From the wing, he missed the do zone ball, and now, he's starting to heat up a little bit. Is that Ronnie 2K? He went perfect from the top of the key. Misses the do zone ball again, so both of the do zones he missed. CJ, what are you doing? He's hitting those. Oh, his money ball rack is going to be coming in clutch. Come on, CJ. Oh, he missed the money ball. No, CJ. 25 points with 10 seconds to go. He's got to go perfect from the corner. Oh, he doesn't. CJ's going to lose. CJ's gonna lose, mainly because I'm Steph Curry. He hit the final money ball. He went 30 points in the first round. Steph Curry's on the Brooklyn Nets. That's disgusting. All right, let's go. We are Steph Curry, and we're starting out hot. I don't care. We're starting out hot. Money balls to start off because I'm so confident in Stephen Curry, Stephen Curry, that I'm gonna hit every single money ball here. Boom, starting out hot. And now let's just get going with the rest of them. I'm going to try and go perfect. I don't know if it's possible, especially with my bad timing, but we're certainly going to try. That one might be a miss. Oh, Curry made it. All right, here's the do zone ball. No, I missed the do zone. All right, so we're not going to go perfect. But we can at least go perfect from everything other than the do zone. Am I going to get a green, please? There we go. No back-to-backs, but I did hit that one. All right, Curry. Hit this one, Curry. There it is. That's a backboard. The bank is open. I got plenty of time. CJ finished with like 2 seconds left, and he had 10 seconds when he started the rack, so I got plenty of time. All right, here we go. Come on, Curry. Finish it off. Oh, I finally missed my first non-do zone ball. But we've already passed CJ. Final one. And it's in. 36 with 0.8 to go. I can't believe I missed a do zone ball. That sucks. All right. Trae Young is up. Ice Trae from Dallas, averaging 33 points per game this season. I don't want to quit. I just want to skip. He only had 25. Only hit one ball in the corner, and that was his money ball. All right, fellow Splash brother, but this time he's in LA. Klay Thompson, and he drops 33. Klay Thompson also started, just like me and Steph Curry. He started with the money ball rack, and he hit 4 of 5. And now we got Jason Tatum on the Magic. Okay. Only hits 24. Tatum's probably done. Tatum is probably done. Now we got Luka Doncic, 35 points per game. How's he going to do? From Philadelphia, only 17, Luka. That's disgusting. So it's going to be us, CJ, and probably Klay are the top 3. And that is right. So that's the finals right here. CJ, Klay, and me. Let's see how we go here. CJ, he is going to drop 17. CJ, that's disgusting. That's absolutely abysmal. And now we got Klay Thompson. What's Klay going to do here? He dropped 33, and he drops 30 this time. So 30 is what to beat. Can we beat 30? I don't know. I'm starting hot again. Come on, Curry. 30 is what we got to beat. I'm probably not going to talk too much because I'm trying to focus. 30 is what we got to beat. We're already halfway there. A third of the way there, I should say. Oh, I'm starting to find the rhythm. Oh, that's a miss. Whoops. Let that go a little bit too early. Come on, hit the do zone. Halfway there. Oh, bank is open again for the do zone. 2/3 there. Come on, Curry, take it home. That's a money. That's a money shot right there. The do zone, green from the do zone. Oh, one more. There's the tie. Here's the win. There it is. Curry's champ. Oh, I missed a money ball. Curry's going to win the three-point contest. And we finish it with a money ball hit. 37 for Stephen Curry. And he is going to be the three-point champion. CJ just disappointed at the very end. There's not a better shooter than Steph Curry. Let's just say that right now. He's the greatest shooter of all time. And he does it. Stephen Curry. Dunk contest now. Participate in the dunk contest. We have Ja Morant and Jonathan Kuminga. We got 2 participants in the dunk contest. All right, let's do this.
Welcome to the AT&T NBA Dunk Contest. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, basketball fans. Let's meet the slam dunk participants. The first player, Ja Morant.
All right, we're starting out here, and I don't remember really how to do this. I'm just gonna go like that and do that. I hope that was good enough to get a decent dunk. I just spun the analog stick around. What are we gonna get out of that? A 37. Okay. I've seen worse and I've gotten worse. So I don't think we have 2 players in this dunk contest. Ant-Man's going up next, Anthony Edwards from Denver. But we have 2 guys in this dunk contest, so we have a 50% chance to bring it home. And Anthony Edwards, oh my God, that was pretty impressive. Okay. That was one of the more impressive AI dunks that I've seen in a dunk contest this year. And that only gets a 31. That was more impressive, far more impressive than what we did. We just did a 360 one-handed reverse. Obi Toppin from the Raptors. Okay. What's he gonna do? He's going from the left. He's running up, and okay. That's probably, you know what? That's probably gonna be higher than what Anthony Edwards did, even though it wasn't that impressive. That is gonna be a 42. So that dunk gives Obi Toppin the lead. Now we got Jonathan Kuminga, who just recently became a starter on the team because we traded away DeAndre Hunter. Let's go with this. That was not good. That was not good at all. Is that going to give us anything? What's that going to do? A 30. That was a horrible dunk, and it got us a 30. Okay. So Kuminga's in last, but Ja's in second. This is what we need, Ja. There's only 2 rounds. Come on, Ja. Come on. I need you to pull out something crazy. Let me take a look at the dunks. So we could tap triangle to toss the ball up. Okay, let me just try something crazy. Like this! No! I think I screwed it up because I pulled the instructions up at the last second. Alright, let's do something like this! There we go! I kind of hesitated there because I pulled the instructions up again. But that was a pretty cool dunk. That's a 360 one-handed slam, and it's a 39. Okay. So we need to hope that, not Anthony Edwards, who was the other guy? Oh, Obi Toppin. We need to hope Obi Toppin doesn't do better than a 39. Or I hope he needs to get like a less than 35, I think. Ooh, was that through the legs? That's pretty impressive. Anthony Edwards, the 2 dunks he's done are pretty cool. And that gets him a 37. I don't think that puts him in first. He definitely can't win. But depending on what Obi Toppin does, he's either going to come second or third. He got a 42. Obi Toppin. Ah, that's going to win it. He just won the dunk contest right there. Obi Toppin. That got him, a 42. 2 40s, he won. Congratulations to Obi Toppin. I can't believe that first dunk that he did got him a 41 or whatever it was. If we get a 50 here, maybe we can come back. It's possible if I don't keep hitting the instructions. I keep hitting the opening the dunk instructions. Let's do this. Okay, I keep messing up the dunk. Come on, Kuminga. I mean, you're not going to win anyway, but at least put a dunk down. Oh, I thought I hit that. Oops. All right, Kuminga's just selling right now. Oh, I didn't even get a dunk off. I was trying to put it up there. I'm sorry, Kuminga. I mean, you weren't going to win anyway, but you're going to finish in last. I'm sorry. We had a 76. Obi Toppin. I mean, he's a great dunker. Congratulations to Obi. All right, so I needed to refresh myself on who was on these teams. So Team LeBron has Giannis, Embiid, Trae Young, and LaMelo with Kevin Durant, Kawhi, Kyrie Irving, Zion, Shea, Paul George, and De'Aaron Fox. And then Team Luka has Curry, Jokic, Butler, Jason Tatum, James Harden, Anthony Davis, Chris Paul, Ja, Rudy, Karl Anthony Towns, and Julius Randle. So obviously we're going to be Team Luka because they have Ja. But these are some pretty good teams here. I think Team LeBron's a little bit better. I wish that we could be Team LeBron, but he didn't draft Ja, and we got to be Ja. So, all right, we're going to be Team Luka in the All-Star game. Let's go get it.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on.
Here we go. I didn't jump. Oops. All right, so the All-Star game is underway. I think we're in the Garden in the Knicks place. Yeah, I think we're in Madison Square Garden. Joel Embiid with the ball. We do have a pretty good team. I mean, we got Steph Curry, we got Jokic, we've got Jimmy Buckets, Luka, obviously, so Jason Tatum. So we got some really good team. We got some really good players, but we don't have like LeBron or Joel or anything like that. Oh, Tatum got it ripped from Giannis. That's why Giannis is one of the best defensive players in the entire league. And that's Trae Young. Ice Trae for 3. It's good. And remember, the All-Star game ends in the fourth quarter when you get to a certain point total. It doesn't end at a time limit. And there goes Steph Curry getting the first 2 points of the All-Star game. So we got to hopefully keep close with the Team LeBron, and then maybe the score will be a little bit lower than usual. Oh, step back for Braun. No good. Rebound Embiid, and he puts it back up. Joel Embiid, one of the best players in the entire league. Give the ball to Jokic. Jeez, Luka. It's not that difficult. All right, we're certainly going to have to shoot some threes. Maybe I can get a quick three with Tatum. No, that's not going to work. Luka driving on LaMelo. Oh, Luka somehow even got that up. I don't know how he put that up. Giannis can't shoot the three, but Jimmy's got him. Jimmy's got him on lock. Oh, he takes it. No good for Giannis. Jokic with the rebound. Up the court now. It's Luka. It's Tatum. Jason Tatum through the legs, but he got blocked by Embiid. That would have been wild. Jason Tatum in the All-Star game pulling out all the stops, but it did not work. Oh, this is a bad matchup here. Embiid fakes the fadeaway. Oh, around the world, great passing from Team LeBron. Oh, LaMelo with the dribble. He can't get around Luka. He puts it up anyway. Missed it. Rebound. LeBron's wide open for three. No, he missed it. Luka with the rebound. Get it up the court. It's Tatum. Is Jimmy playing power forward? I think Jimmy's playing power forward. Jokic for three. Oh, wow. His release is not what I thought it was. I mean, that was a good mismatch with LaMelo, but that was not the release I was expecting. And we got to utilize the three-point champion, Steph Curry, here. Let's get Anthony Davis in the game now. Curry. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy for three. Jimmy buckets. No good. Butler miss. Julius Randle will come in. Oh, this is not a good matchup. Giannis, no good. Tatum with the rebound. Up the court now. Give it to Curry, who has to pick up the dribble. I'm trying to free some space up for Wardell. And that's going to be a bucket. 7-5. We're going to bring in James Harden. Trae Young. Oh, screen. Trae. Little floating layup gets it over Curry. And it's 5-9. We're 2 for 6. And Curry's got both of the buckets. Tatum. Get around LeBron. Can't do it. Curry. Luka. Oh, I wanted to give it to Jimmy, but I got fouled by Giannis. Fouled by Giannis with the reach-in. We're going to put in Ja. Ja finally gets his first appearance. Anthony Davis. Down low to Harden. And James Harden slams it home. Down by 2. All right. That's big time right there. Braun. Still in the game. Hasn't been taken out yet. Guarded by Jason Tatum. Ooh, Tatum holding steady. Makes him pick it up. Trae Young's got it now. Oh, that's Zion, and Zion's going to make that for sure. Easy buckets for Zion. 11-7. Let's take Tatum out and put in... I guess we got to put Jimmy back in. I didn't think about this. Actually, we could put Julius Randle in at small forward. Let's do that. Let's put Towns at the power forward, and then Julius Randle at the small forward. That'll work. James Harden for 3 off the catch and release. No good. The catch and shoot was not what I wanted it to be. Uh-oh, Zion. LeBron. Team LeBron's heating up here. They're getting a lot more open threes than we are. Curry. Lose him, Curry. That's Randall. That's Harden. Harden for 3. That's a green bean. All right. Oh, James. That's what we got to do to keep up with this team. Got to shoot the 3. That's a timeout for Team LeBron. And we get our boys in now. Karl-Anthony Towns comes in. Randall moves, slides over. All right, boys, let's do this. They got Kawhi coming in. It looks like they took out LeBron for Kevin Durant, I would guess. Or Kawhi. Could be either one. They got, is that Paul George? No, it's RJ Barrett in there. Or no, is that RJ? I can't. Who is that over there? Oh, it's Shea over there, not RJ. Why would I think it's RJ Barrett? Kevin Durant, money 3. And now we get our guy, Ja Morant. The only All-Star the Cleveland Cavs could have. And behind the back in the All-Star game, in traffic, Ja Morant. Oh, my word. You wouldn't see that in a Cavs game. Oh, maybe you would. I don't know. Ja's kind of crazy. What a crazy dunk. And now Shea goes in. Good defense from Ja. And we move up the court. Harden with the rebound. He finds Anthony Davis, who finds Karl-Anthony Towns. And he slams it home with a one-hander. All right, the assist, the movement, and we're down by 3. Ooh, tried to pickpocket Shea. He gives it to Kyrie, guarded by James Harden. What a matchup that is. Oh, stopped, and it's Harden who got it. Julius Randle with the great defense there. Harden, nothing there. Ja and Shea. Oh, Ja Morant went right after Zion. That would have been a monster dunk if he would have completed it. But he missed it, and he will shoot the free throws. Oh, that would have been an absolute wild dunk. The inbound is to Kevin Durant. This is not a good matchup. Karl-Anthony Towns and Kevin Durant. I mean, height-wise is a good matchup, but Durant is way more athletic and nimble and elusive than Karl-Anthony Towns is. Oh, but that's a swipe. Swiper, no swiping. Get it up the court. It's Julius Randle. Find somebody else. That's Ja. No. James Harden for 3. Oh, that would have been a wild end to the first quarter. But 17-16 to end the first. We're keeping it close. Start of the second quarter in the All-Star game here. Ja Morant's got a lane to the basket. No good. Blocked. I had a lane and I had to take it. Couldn't pass that up. Durant gives it to Kyrie. Not teammates in this, I don't think, but still teammates in real life. Oh, Kyrie with a little stutter step. Gives it to Durant. He finds De'Aaron Fox. And now I gave Paul George an open 3. Oh, but he missed it, Paul. You can't miss that. Julius Randle to Ja Morant. Kyrie with the steal. He's got it in transition. The fast break offense. Down low, it's De'Aaron Fox blocked by Cat. But Kyrie's open for 3, and Kyrie drains. Oh, we just couldn't recover. We just could not recover. I kind of like this matchup with AD and Kevin Durant. Durant's kind of lanky, not as built as Anthony Davis is. Good defense. Right in Kyrie's face. Right in Kyrie's face, James. I need you to knock that down, James. Uh-oh, that's De'Aaron Fox, one of the fastest guys in the league, if not the fastest. No good. Ja with the rebound. All right, move it up, Ja. You got this. Oh, that's back to James for 3. James Harden. Why am I shooting so many threes at James Harden? I don't know. It's just what I want to do. Can I steal that? Oh, I can't steal it. We got to get Steph Curry back in here. Actually, we got to get Chris Paul in here for the first time. Paul has not been in yet. I think that's the last guy who hasn't played because Gobert just came in. So I think now we've got everybody in that is on the team. Why did I jump with Giannis? It's Giannis. I guess I didn't realize it was Giannis. De'Aaron Fox has nowhere to go. He's getting clamped up by Ja. He's got that jumper nowhere even close. Now Ja's got space. He's got a lane. Ja Morant. Oh, my God. Calm down, Ja. I know this is the All-Star game, but you ain't got to break the net. You ain't got to break the backboard. Jesus Cristo, that was crazy. Look at this from Ja. Look at the force he pulls back on. Oh, my word. Oh, my Ja. That was absolutely crazy. You're a psychopath, Ja. You're a psychopath. Look at the force that he pulls back on. Ugh. Kevin Durant's like, what do I got to do? He can't block him. Everybody can stay in who's in. De'Aaron Fox. Where are you going, De'Aaron? Nowhere. Nowhere. That's Kevin Durant open for 3. No good. Gobert forced enough of a miss. I'll take that. Ja's got it. Ooh, Ja. Ooh, Ja. Gets around him. That's Cat. Cat for 3. Money. I didn't know what his release was. And we finally take the lead. I think that's the first lead of the game for us. I'll take that. There's De'Aaron. Oh, De'Aaron almost got around me. Almost got around me. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. Team LeBron. Good block from the boys. We will put in Jokic at the power forward. And then we can slide him over to center if we need to. Team Luka didn't really draft he didn't really draft a good power forward. Because Jimmy Butler was starting at the power forward. All right, Gobert gets the rebound. He gives it to Jason Tatum. Chris Paul is there. But Tatum's going to drive in. Jason Tatum! No good. Thought I might have had something there. I got to get over to Trae Young. I'm stuck on James Harden. But luckily, Trae Young didn't shoot a three, which is what he's best at. He tried to drive to the basket. What are you doing, Trae? There's Chris Paul. Back to Jason Tatum, but he's pretty low on stamina. Oh, Chris Paul's open for three. Green bean. Chris Paul. Christopher Emmanuel Paul. Although he's got number 5 on his back, not number 3. Kind of disgusting. Oh, he had Giannis open. He didn't take it. But that's LeBron James cutting to the basket and slamming it. Great offense from Team LeBron there. We're both 9 for 20-something shooting. We're 9 for 20. They're 9 for 24. There's James Harden. Has he still got it in him? One of the best ISO players of all time. Chris Paul. Harden. There's Cat. Got enough space. That closed down really quickly. Good job from Kevin Durant there. But Kevin Durant's open for 3, and Harden's not even close. Just like that, they got the ball back, or they got the lead back. Put Jimmy Butler back in. Oh, Chris Paul got around Trae Young. Chris Paul blocked by Giannis. Saw that coming. James Harden. Gobert with the rebound. Gobert puts it back up. Missed it. Gobert with the rebound again. This is crazy. Jason Tatum. Chris Paul for 3. Green bean. Chris Paul. Not even a three-point shooter. With 1:42 left to go in the second quarter. 27-25 Team Luka. What a crazy shot. All right, we'll bring Luka back in at the shooting guard spot. And we will bring in Anthony Davis at the center spot. Actually, good defense from Chris Paul there. I could probably move Jokic over to center and make Anthony Davis the power forward. That might be the smartest idea. James Harden for 3. No good. I probably should do that. Let's move. Actually, I'll do it when I have the ball. Oh, that's Trae Young. No 3 for Trae. Why does Trae not shoot 3s? He shot 1 earlier in the game, and he made it. Oh, in and out. All right, so let's take Chris Paul out. We'll put Steph Curry back in. But let's switch this to make Jokic switch over to the center spot, and then we'll make Anthony Davis go at power forward. All right, Jimmy Butler, guarded by one of the best defenders in the league. Oh, Jokic with a mismatch on, or Gobert with a mismatch on Zion. And Rudy Gobert puts it in under a minute to go in the half. It's 29-25 Team Luka. Let's go, boys. We got this. Ooh, Trae. Ice Trae gets by everybody. And how did he get that in? Ice Trae Young. I don't know how he got that in. The coach is on the court for a second. There's Jimmy, but Jimmy gets guarded by Kawhi. Chris Paul for 3. No green bean, but he got it. 3 for 3. Chris Paul's unbelievable. He's got a torch. He's got an absolute torch. Shea to Giannis to Trae. Down to Zion. I like this matchup better. Oh, Zion, that was nasty. I didn't know you had that kind of mid-range talent. That was a nasty shot. Little mid-range fade. Chris Paul. Oh, Jokic is wide open. Nikola Jokic. No good. I really needed that to go in. I even got the release pretty decent. That's down low. That's Giannis blocked by Gobert. No, it's not. It's a foul. So that gets our boys in. And that means I can shoot the final shot of the half with Curry. Giannis makes the free throw. And he makes the second free throw. All right, we got Steph Curry, who's going to shoot the final shot of the half. There it is. No, I didn't get a release bar. I was so far away. 32-31 is the score at the half. We lead. Crazy half for Chris Paul there. Crazy couple minutes for Chris Paul. Started the final timed quarter of the All-Star game, the third quarter. 32-31, 1-point lead for Team Luka as Luka drives to the basket. Pump fake in, trying to put it up, no good. I tried to get LaMelo all jumpy, but he didn't fall for it. LeBron trying to barrel his way to the basket, doesn't get it, passes it away to Giannis, who gives it to Trae. Screen from Embiid, nothing happens. Embiid for 3, Joel, no good. Jokic with the rebound. Luka with the ball. Luka's got no points, but change that as he slams it home. Luka Doncic. One-handed slamma-jamma. That's how you do that. 3-point Team Luka lead. LaMelo gives to Giannis. We can back up on Giannis a little bit because he's not going to shoot that 3. There's no threat of that. But Trae Young has a threat, and he gets to the basket around Curry. Great job. He switched it to his backhand, and I was not ready for that. Curry. Oh, the dribble moves are insane. Luka pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. LaMelo's not falling for it. Davis, back to Luka, to Butler, to Curry for 3. Stephen. Oh, I was really banking on that going in. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, Trae, no. Curry didn't go follow him. I was trying to let Curry switch onto him, but he didn't switch onto him and left Trae Young open. Luckily, it was a miss. Uh-oh, that's not a good matchup. Giannis and Curry. Jokic on LeBron. Come on, Jokic. You got this. It's LeBron James. Oh, baby. Man, they are putting up a good fight here. They are putting up a real good fight. Trae Young gives it to LaMelo. Probably should have taken the 3, but he does it. Anthony Davis from behind with a block, but Giannis gets it somehow. Trae Young's open for 3, doesn't take it. LeBron in the corner, guarded by Butler. 2 greatest Heat players of all time. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. LeBron, pump fake, and Jimmy Butler, great defense, but he fouled him. Oh, it's a shot clock violation. All right. I like to hear those. I like a good shot clock violation. 1 point lead for Team Luka. Luka driving to the basket. Luka Doncic with a layup blocked by Joel Embiid. One of the easiest layups to block. This isn't good. This isn't good. De'Aaron Fox for 3. No good. Speaking of that isn't good. De'Aaron Fox, I don't know what that was. That's Luka. Luka. Why is LeBron guarding Curry? I hate this. I hate it here. Jimmy Butler and LaMelo. Jimmy, you got to make that, Jim. You got to make that James Butler. Somebody guard De'Aaron. What are you doing? He missed it, but somebody's got to guard De'Aaron. Can't just let him go open. All right, this is a much better matchup, mainly because De'Aaron's not that great a defense, but he did good there. Kind of sucking here. Kind of sucking. But we got to have Rudy Gobert come in because he's Rudy Gobert. Curry gives to Kawhi. Kawhi around the world in 80 days, and he gives it to the basket. It's back to a 1 point Team LeBron lead. Curry trying to find some sort of open space. That's Luka. Luka Doncic's green bean. That's amazing. What a shot. What an absolute bucket getter Luka is. De'Aaron Fox at the top of the key. Gonna give it to Kyrie. Kyrie. Oh, he got around me. Almost. Oh, that's jumper from the free throw line. Easy money. Always gonna go in. It's going back and forth. A lot of lead changes here in the third quarter. I like this matchup, but Gobert's too tired. He can't handle the ball. It's Team Luka. I thought maybe he'd be able to handle that, especially with the matchup of Zion. John Morant. I like the matchup. I did like the matchup. I like this matchup even better. James Harden in the face of Kyrie. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, Gobert with the rebound and the putback. Rudy Gobert's a monster. An absolute defensive beast. Oh, Ja with the pickpocket. Swiper no swiping. Swiper no swiping. That's Julius Randle. And he puts it in. The assist from Ja. And it's a oh, he did the big balls. He did the big ball celebration. And it's a 3-point Team Luka lead. Kawhi takes the ball up the court, gets guarded by Jason Tatum at the top of the key. He's trying to get around him. Can't do it. Can't do it. Good defense from Jason Tatum. He puts it up. No good. Contested. Shot heavily contested. And now Ja's got it. Ja trying to get around him. That's Jason Tatum. Oh, I didn't know I was going to get open like that. And Tatum slams it home. All right, Jason. I don't know what happened to Kawhi. I think he got stuck in an animation where he was going to try and steal the ball, and it just sent him flying out of the way. I'll take it though, because it got me open. Speaking of Kawhi, he's got the ball now. I bet the score is going to be like 75 or something, 74 around there. The target score to get to in the fourth quarter. Kevin Durant and Julius Randle, not a good matchup, but Julius did good defense. I appreciate that. And that's 10 rebounds now for Rudy Gobert. He's only been in for like 10 minutes, and he's got 10 rebounds. Ja gets around Shea, and with him on his back, slams that home. Good job from Ja Morant. That's why he's an all-star. Sad to see that Ben Simmons didn't make it, but it's okay. Shea gives to Kawhi. We kind of clamping up Kawhi here for a little. Oh, that's a swiper, no swiping. Steal from Ja Morant to the rack. Gives it to Jason Tatum. Pull it back, fade away, green. It's money. Jason Tatum. The assist from Ja Morant, and we are cooking here in the third quarter. Kevin Durant. The Durantula. Uh-oh. 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 I screwed that up. I didn't know what was going on. All right, we got under 10 seconds to go. I'm going to try and find James Harden an open shot, but Kyrie gets the reach and foul. We're still going to try and find James Harden for the open shot. He's our best option, probably. I guess Jason Tatum can probably do it, but I trust James Harden. I don't even get the opportunity because Trae Young with the pickpocket. The three, no good. And it ends the third quarter 46-39. Team Luka leads. Start of the fourth and final quarter here, but it's technically not a quarter because there's no time. The target score is 70. First team to reach 70 points will win the game. It's the Elam ending. And there goes De'Aaron Fox. No good. Good defense from James Harden, which is a very rare thing to say, but good defense from James Harden. Tatum trying to back him down. Back down Kyrie. You're Jason frickin' Tatum. And he puts it in. 6 points. We don't have a long way to go. Let's put Karl-Anthony Towns in at center. It's a weird matchup. Uh-oh, Trae Young got open there. That was just me being bad defense. I was trying to figure out where he's going to pass the ball, and then I lacked off, and he kind of put it in himself. Oh, Ja with the snatch back. Ja's going to the basket. That's Jason Tatum open, mid-range, no good. Man, I wonder if I would have had a better release that would have went in, maybe. Trae Young. Oh, that's Giannis, easy buckets. The defense is crumbling here last two possessions. There's Ja. That's Gobert. Joel Embiid's much better. Ja Morant somehow put that in over Joel. 10 points for Ja off the bench. De'Aaron Fox trying to back down James Harden from the three-point line. Uh-oh. Joel, jumper. No good. The hop step doesn't work. Gobert. I don't know how he didn't block that. It looked like he did. It almost got blocked. We'll put Anthony Davis in at power forward. Julius Randle. Ja. Pump fake. Got Giannis jumping. Ja Morant. Oh, my God. He just put Trae Young and Joel Embiid on a poster. You gotta be joking right now. Ja Morant. Sweet baby Jesus. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire existence. He did not have to do those guys dirty like that. Maybe he should have won the dunk contest, because that was disgusting. Down low, there's Tatum, but it's De'Aaron Fox with the reach-in. I keep getting these stupid reach-in fouls when I'm trying to do stuff. Like, ruining my momentum. Inbound is to James Harden. Kind of want to just take this three, but I've done that too many times with James. I can't do it again. Instead, I take a much more high percentage shot, and it goes. All right. 54-47. We're not that far away from the target score. And Luke is about to come in, so things are about to pick up as Kyrie gets an easy jumper because I didn't really play good defense with Karl-Anthony Towns there. Butler will inbound to Chris Paul if he ever gets the ball. There we go. Chris Paul gets it. We're in number 5. CP5 just doesn't really flow as good as CP3 does, but I broke his ankles. I didn't really capitalize on it, but I broke his ankles. Jimmy Butler driving in. Jimmy with an easy layup. Oh, not an easy layup, but a nice floating layup. Oh, mouse in the house. Trae Young. Ice Trae. He gives it to Joel Embiid, who gets by Cat. Jumper. Good. Money. Down by 5. 56-51. Chris Paul working the offense here. There's the pass to Jimmy. Guarded by Kyrie. Kyrie not known for his defense, but LaMelo certainly can be. And he gets the swiper, no swiping. Kyrie. No good. Harden with the rebound. All right. Go up in transition. Fast break offense. Chris Paul gets by. Oh, Jimmy's open. Jimmy Butler. Money ball. Green bean. And it's 59-51. He was so wide. He was butt naked wide open. Oh, Jimmy with the steal. Oh, Jimmy with the pickpocket a little bit. Get his grubby little fingerprints in there. LeBron in the corner for three. No good. Bron, you got to make that. You're in the corner, open for three. You got to make that ball. He just snatched the ball. I shouldn't be talking trash to LeBron James. That's something I learned a long time ago. This is a horrible matchup here for both sides. And, oh, geez, James Harden. I was going to say, how was that a foul on James Harden? He just was standing there and gets run over by Trae Young. 59-51. We got to end this. We got to end this. Luka's back in the game. Love to see that. Oh, Luka. Luka working his magic. I wonder if I would have made that if I would have continued on. And Luka, no good, but I'm ready with the rebound. Cat trying to give it to Anthony Davis, but Kevin Durant's too long. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Good job. I was going to say good job from Carl Towns for recovering, but it didn't really work that way. Luka just back down on LaMelo. Put it in, Luka. Put it in. Good job. 6 points for the team captain. 61-53. We are so close to 70 points. Just 9 points away. Shea's got the ball screened from Kevin Durant. Shea gives it to Durant then. Back to Shea. No three-pointer. But Durant's open, and he's going to take the three-pointer, and he's going to money it. Smooth like butter. Easy. Chris Paul to Cat. Cat's got a nice matchup here with Zion. He's got the height, and Karl Anthony Towns. 7 points for him, 4 rebounds. 63-56. Anthony Davis, teammates in real life with LeBron James, but at this point, they're going at it. And that was a nice play. Anthony Davis for 3. Oh, that would have been easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, LaMelo's got an easy layup there. Nobody within a 30-mile radius of him. We're going to put in Gobert at the 4 and Jokic at the 5. Probably not the right way around, but it doesn't matter. Davis to Luka. Luka get by him. Oh, Cat's open. No, he wasn't open. Or Anthony. That's Anthony Davis, not Cat. There's Jimmy. Give it to Luka. I got to take the shot. Luka Doncic. I was hoping I'd make that. I didn't realize the play clock was going down so much. Oh, Kevin Durant. Guarded by Anthony Davis. Not a good matchup, but it is a good matchup. Because we got a block from Anthony Davis and Cat. Should I shoot the 3? I might as well. Oh, come on, Karl. You can't be that bad. We got to get Curry back in here. Zion with the ball. He gives it to LaMelo. Over to Kevin. Jimmy trying to get a steal. Zion with the screen. The switch off. And Anthony Davis got left in the dust by the Hall of Famer Kevin Durant. Absolutely disgusting. Luka trying to get around everybody. Anthony Davis for 3. Anthony Davis drains it, and it's a 6-point ball game. Team LeBron is fighting back, but we are only 4 points away from victory. But they're only 8 points away from victory. This is going to be a tight one. Paul gives it to Luka. Luka! No and 1, but it's a blocking foul for LeBron. So we are now 3 points away. Curry could end it with a 3. We're 2 points away. We've got this in the bag. We cannot choke this away. Curry with a reach-in foul right off the bat. Not good. There, Joel's going to inbound it. He inbounds to Trae. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. LaMelo in the corner, wide open. Somebody, I don't know what happened there, but they are now 5 points away. All we need is a 3. Well, I mean, we could use a bucket too. Anything will work. Anything wins the game, but we might as well end it with Curry. We can't end it with Curry. I got to get over there. I'm trying to get over to Trae. He's going to get the bucket, and they are now a 3 away. So next bucket, well, I shouldn't say that because if they get a 2, then it's not over. But basically any bucket wins, and they might try to hit a 3 to win this game. Giannis down low. That's Kyrie. He missed it. Good defense from Jokic, and we got to put this away. I don't care if it's a 3 now. It's Luka, the team captain, for the win, and he got it. Luka Doncic. That's why he's the team captain. That was real close at the end there. I didn't know what was going to happen, but we do pull it out in the end. 70-67. Whew, that was intense. Ja Morant is the New Balance player of the game. Our Ja Morant, he put up 12 off the bench. Luka had 10. Chris Paul had 9. Harden had 7. Cat had 7. Tatum had 6. Curry had 5. Butler had 5. Gobert had 4 and 11. Davis had 3. Randall 2. Jokic didn't score, but he had 5 rebounds. Is there going to be adjusted stats for the All-Star game too? No, there's not. All right, so I thought there might have been adjusted stats for the All-Star game, but there's not. We've got contract extension deadline here, which we might need to re-sign somebody. So we have Jaylen Brown, who says he's going to test free agency, but we have the bird rights on him so we can pay him. Jahlil Okafor is the only one who's willing to re-sign. Do we want Jahlil Okafor back on the squad? Is that what we want? I think I'm going to let Joel go to free agency. We do have the bird rights on him, or Jahlil Okafor, I should say, not Joel. We do have the bird rights on him. We have the bird rights on everybody but Derek Walton Jr., which is not a big deal. So we're going to bring back Jaylen Brown in the offseason. We're going to maybe bring back Seth Curry. Maybe bring back Jahlil. Definitely bring back Bol Bol. All right. So we're not going to re-sign anybody. We will go past the contract extension deadline. I would not like to stop simulating. Landry Shamet in a first-round pick for Steph Curry. Why do I keep doing that? For Seth Curry. I would like a 2026 first-round pick, but not giving up Seth Curry. We are 10th in the conference. We got one more game before the playoff episode. So let's figure out what we want to do. We're probably going to be on the road, I'd say. That's probably the best. So we've got some interesting matchups. We could go to the Boston Garden and play the Celtics. Let's take a look at the Rockets, the Knicks, and the Celtics. Those are some interesting teams. So let's take a look at the Celtics first. They have Zion, Christian Wood, and Andrew Wiggins. Okay, interesting. Then the Rockets and the Knicks. The Knicks have Kawhi. He'll be back by that game. They have Lonzo, Pascal, PJ Washington. Okay, interesting matchup there. And then the Rockets were the other one. The Rockets have Shea, Cat, Cam Reddish. Oh, this is the team we traded with. Or no, it's not. We didn't. We had DeAndre Hunter, not Cam Reddish. They look so similar to me. Shea, Cat, Cam Reddish, and Lowry. Okay, so they're not like each great teams. They have Jabari Smith Jr. and Chet Holmgren. How'd they get both of them? I don't know, but they have them both. We might have to play the Rockets team in Houston. That might be a good matchup. The first time we get to see Jaylen Brown in a Cavs uniform is against the Rockets on the road. Okay, I can see that. Or we could play the Celtics, former Jaylen Brown team, who has they have a good team. Their guard play isn't really that great with Emmanuel Quickley and Russell Westbrook. But they've got Zion, which is a good matchup for Ben Simmons. You know what? Have we played the Celtics before? I don't think we have. We're playing them on March 4th, but I don't think we played the Celtics. You know what? Let's go to the Garden. The Boston Garden. We lost to the Celtics right there, so that's interesting. Jaylen Brown in his first full week as a Cleveland Cavalier doesn't do too great. Let's see what kind of numbers he's putting up so far. So in his first ever game as a Cav, he put up 21-4-4 in the loss. Then in the first win, he put up 19-6-3. All right, we've got another score. I like that. We got another score. He put up, I say that, but he put up 10-5-4-2 in the win against the Hornets. Then the win against the Pacers, he put up 25. And then this most recent loss against the Warriors, he put up 17. Okay, so he's kind of up and down right now, but he's just trying to find his groove. And we're trying to find our groove as a playoff team. Come on. Bradley Beal, Nick Richards. We went on a 3-game losing. That's a big losing streak. We can't be losing these games, boys. Oh, man, it is close. We lost to the Rockets. Agbaji's down for 6 to 8 weeks. That is not good. And so is EJ Liddell. We are the 12th team in the conference right now, and that might not be good for a playoff spot, or at least a play-in spot. Man, we are not a good team. I thought Jaylen Brown would help us out, but this huge 4-game losing streak did not help us at all. Did Jaylen Brown not do anything in this week? I mean, he had 17, 6, and 5. Maybe our bench is just not that great. I mean, our bench is okay, but we're going up against the Celtics on this game, next episode, the final regular season game of the season. Oh, man, this is going to be a tough final 2 weeks. Are we going to make the playoffs? We're not going to have our first-round pick even if we don't make the playoffs. This is tough. We got to go on a big winning streak. We play the Pistons, the Pacers, the Sixers, and the Bucks. Those are the final Eastern Conference teams that we play, besides the Celtics. The Celtics are already in. The Sixers are already in. The Knicks, we just lost to, and they're above us. The Pistons are above us, and the Pacers are below us. So if we can beat the Pacers and we can beat the Pistons, that'll help us. Plus, we need to beat the Celtics and we need to beat the Sixers. These are some must-win games, ladies and gentlemen. Must-win games, because we are currently 13 games back of first place, and we are really in a bad spot to make the play-in. Did we make the playoffs last year? I think we did, didn't we? I don't remember. I can't remember if we made the playoffs or not. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember, leave a comment down below what you guys thought of the Jaylen Brown trade. And now that you've seen some simulation, about a month or so of simulation with Jaylen Brown on the squad, do you think it was a good trade? Do you think it was a W or an L? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.